Hey there, my name is Jeremy Christensen. I'm the co-founder of REVVED Talent, and today I'm going to help you get a job. This is episode 1. I call this the pre-app process or the pre-application process. There's 3 areas of focus that I'll cover. Number 1 is stop. Stop and spend an entire day really thinking about what you want to do, why you want to do it, and where you want to do it from. How it might impact your family, how it might impact you personally, and how it's going to impact your happiness. And if you can start off your job search in a very intentional way, the outcomes you hope to obtain are much more likely to be attainable. When Alice asked the Cheshire Cat which way she ought to go, the ever-famous response was, "That depends a good deal on where you want to get to." If you fail to take advantage of this first step, you'll never get to where you want to go. Number 2, be real with yourself. Everyone wants to have the best, the biggest, the highest paying job, no doubt. And is it possible to have all those things? 100% yes. But you have to be real with who you are, with where you're at in your career, with what skill sets you have, and set your aim for those roles or maybe slightly above those type of roles. If you're starting out your career and you're applying for CEO jobs, I hate to break it to you, but your chances are 1 in a million. Now, this is an extreme example, but I'll give you another example. I see this all the time. A software engineer decides that they want to apply for the director of engineering role. Well, maybe they only have a limited amount of experience, so they don't have that deep subject matter expertise yet in their field. Now, does it mean that they'll never be able to be that director of engineering? Absolutely not. They can definitely get there. But it doesn't make logical sense to jump from an entry-level software engineer to a director of engineering. So what I recommend? Continue to master your role, master your skill set, get more experience, and then apply for that next level software engineer too. Spend a little bit of time in that, and then start to take leadership courses, whether that's offered by your company, whether it's an external source that you go to gain leadership experience, and then apply for a manager level 1 software engineer type position. And then rinse and repeat that process until eventually you can get to that director level role. Now, is it possible that you can skip some steps along the way? Sure. You might be able to jump a few levels faster. That depends on your skill set. That depends on how good you are at what you do and what kind of impact you have on the company and the leaders that you support. Number 3, prep work for your story. A resume, LinkedIn profile, portfolios, all of these are elements to tell your story and why you're the best selection amongst the sea of candidates out in the market. Do you want to invest in a professional resume or LinkedIn profile writer to make those things pop? Maybe if you have a lot of experience and you're not really great about telling your story in a concise way, then it could be a great investment. Maybe down the road, I'll create a resume and LinkedIn profile post to help you with this. The most important part of your resume, in my opinion, is that it's targeted to the job that you're applying for. This is something most job seekers miss. The answers to the test are in the job description. If you don't understand what those answers are and how to extract them from the job description and concisely place them into your resume, you're likely going to fail at the test, which in this case is an interview with the recruiter of that company. Oh, and by the way, in most of the job descriptions, there is a ton of fluff. So you have to kind of maneuver your way through all that fluff, cut out all of it, and focus on like the 3 to 5 things that the job really calls for. That is when you double down on your resume. Do you have to have all 5 of those things? Not necessarily, but you should have as many as possible. And for those you don't, highlight how you have transferable skills that give you experience in that area from a different lens. Here's my call to action. Number 1, stop. Make sure that you're intentional about your job search plan. Number 2, be real with yourself. If you had to have brain surgery, would you want a doctor to perform surgery on you when they didn't have the right experience to ensure a successful outcome? Don't be that doctor that doesn't have the skills or experience. Build on what you have and grow to greatness. Number 3, do the prep work on your story. Curate what makes you unique, having solid data-driven examples or quality presentations you delivered, maybe even code that you've built. This is your chance to really showcase what you can do. Make sure you check out episode 2. It's all about the application.